I feel really lucky to know Gabriel Guyer. We met in a very interesting way because we both joined a band called the Elizabeth Kill. And the reason why that's unique is because that was a band that already existed. They already had a sonic identity. Gabriel and I meeting under those circumstances gave us an opportunity to come together in a really unique way because we knew that we were trying to develop our own relationship between bass player and drummer to form a rhythm section.
See the race on the horizon. Now everyone will know. She had her reasons for the reason why now she has to go. And the sorrow paints her heavy face. And tomorrow the smell of gasoline. Sorrow.
We were also really interested in helping to grow that band, helping that band to evolve, helping that band to achieve the next level and the next chapter and the next album and whatever. And so that gave he and I a really unique opportunity from the standpoint that A, we were trying to honor something that already existed while trying to move it forward, and B, we were continuing to establish what he and I had as a rhythm section, which is a truly special relationship that we both value very deeply. One thing to remember about Gabriel too is back in the Elizabeth Kill days, like, he was just the bass player. I say that with air quotes because it's a ridiculous thing to say, but I recognize that back then that's the role that he played in that band, just as the drummer was the role that I played in that band. I am so much more than that. He is so much more than that. And this album reflects the fact that both of us are very multifaceted. It's just one more thing that he and I have in common. Through all these years, I have discovered that bass players generally fall into one of two categories. Category A, bass player's bass player. They approach playing the bass and writing bass parts from the perspective of being a bass player. Category B is they approach playing the bass from the perspective of being a guitar player. They approach it like they're a guitar player, and some bass players were a guitar player first, so it's natural for them to approach it that way. There's nothing wrong with either category. I really like guys from both camps. The thing about Gabriel, however, is he's both. That is fascinating to me, and I think it's what adds to his technical ability as well as his musical ability. Because Gabriel is both, I feel like he approaches playing bass from a songwriter's perspective, and that is unique. When we're discussing songs and song parts and writing, he and I can go deep into music theory in that conversation, or we don't have to say a word and we can be at our instruments in the room, sweating it out, figuring it out, and having things develop organically. And I think that that too is something that's very special. He and I have established that. We've honed that and sharpened that through all of these years. And so making the Loyal Dawn record was the culmination, I think, of a dozen years of having that conversation. He and I have been involved in a conversation, verbally and musically, for a long time. And I think you can hear that on the record. I think you can hear that in the parts. I think you can feel that when the songs, take shape and change direction and evolve and move and grow. And that's been really fun for me and for him. Gabriel wrote the nuggets for all of these songs. He wrote and sang all of those vocal parts. He wrote and played all of those guitar parts. He wrote and played double bass parts for all of these songs. There's electric guitar, there's acoustic guitar. He mixed the entire record. He did the artwork. Make no mistake, Gabriel Guyer is a beast. And I just feel lucky enough to be along for the ride. Gabriel is one of my favorite human beings for so many reasons. He's a good dude, he's a good hang, he's funny, he's got a heart of gold. But don't get it twisted, as a bass player, That dude can get down. He can play angular, non-linear, esoteric, syncopated, odd time signature. All these gnarly bass parts, and then he can turn right around and play something beautiful and lush, like a lullaby, where the melodies just sort of sweep you away. And I'm amazed by that. I've been amazed by that for like a dozen years. It's truly special. And I feel lucky to call him a bandmate and a friend.